Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome back into the card closet for another episode. Today I'm going to do a spotlight of one of my favorite basketball sets, and that's the 1976-1977 top set. And these cards are larger than normal, as you can see. It's these cards on the right here. Here's a standard size card, and they went really big with their cards that year. The year before, they were normal size. This year they were really big. And the following year, they went back to normal size cards again. So not really sure what got into them that one year. But it's a really cool set. Don't blink. It's a small set. This is going to go fast. Only 144 cards in the set. And I bought this whole set as a complete set probably close to 10 years ago now. Great looking set. It's, like I said, one of my favorites. It's the first year where the ABA players are featured on NBA teams. So even though the ABA existed the year before, which is highlighted in the stats on the back of these cards, they're shown in their NBA jersey that they'd be wearing that year. So it's the first year with no ABA cards. So let's take a look here. I arranged them Eastern Conference first, alphabetical by team, then Western Conference. So starting off here, got Lou Hudson. He was a great player. Not many cards of each team. Some teams have as few as, 6 or 7. We get to the Celtics here. They were stacked in the mid-70s. They had Dave Cowens. John Havlicek was still playing. Charlie Scott and Paul Silas over here. And we get into the Boston Braves, who nowadays are the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Bob McAdoo, perennial all-star in the 70s, one of the best centers in the league. Cleveland Cavaliers, they're still around. Gotta love the warm-up jersey here of Jim Jones. A lot of nice in-action shots here. People taking jumpers, like those photos. And here are the Houston Rockets, who were in the Eastern Conference back then. Here's Rudy Tom Janovich. I believe this is either the year or the year before he took the punch from Kermit Washington and busted up his face pretty good. Here's Hall of Famer Calvin Murphy. I think he was at the National just a couple years ago. And then we've got the New Orleans Jazz. And their man, of course, Pete Maravich. Then we get to the New York Knicks. Some of their stars from the 70s were still hanging on here. Bill Bradley and Walt Frazier, for example. In my opinion, the best card in the set is the Dr. J here. Hold that one up close. Gotta love how he's sitting there, taken out of the game. Look how tiny that little cup looks in his hand. But that's one of the better cards in the set. There's the Dr. J. Earl the Pearl Monroe also in here. The Nets were one of the few teams that came over from the ABA directly into the NBA. Here's Doug Collins. When I was a kid, he was an analyst during NBA games. Philadelphia 76ers, Billy Cunningham, he was also an announcer. Here's World B. Free, probably the second best rookie card in this set, I would guess. There aren't a ton of great rookies, but that is his rookie card. Lloyd World B. Free. Then we get to the San Antonio Spurs, who also were in the Eastern Conference. George Gervin, that's his first NBA card. He was an ABA player that came over. Washington Bullets, Hall of Famer Elvin Hayes, great player. Wes Unseld, another awesome player. And then between the leagues, they did an all-star. They did all-star cards. First team all-star center was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Tiny Archibald, Dr. J, Pete Maravich, George McGinnis. Get into the second team. A lot of Hall of Famers here. Rick Barry, Dave Cowens, Elvin Hayes, James Silas, and Randy Smith. And as even to this day, they don't have Western Conference All-Stars and Eastern Conference All-Stars when they name their year-end All-Star team, because it's all one league. So that's why you saw players from both conferences in that. Here's another 7-footer, 7'2", I believe, Artis Gilmore. That's his first NBA card. He came over from the ABA. Here's Coach Jerry Sloan. Here's the Denver Nuggets. They came over directly from the ABA as a team. Dan Issel. And then this is probably the best rookie card in the set. David Thompson, Denver Nuggets. Here's Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. Another reason I like this set is for the colors. It's definitely got that 70s brightness to it. Just all kinds of bold colors. Here's Rick Barry, Golden State Warriors. Jamal Wilkes, who would be on the Lakers a year or two later. Indiana Pacers, another team that came right over from the ABA as a whole unit. Not a lot of Pacers cards in this set. Tiny Archibald. And these are the Kansas City Kings. Don't think they were splitting time with Omaha anymore this year. I could be wrong. And then the good guys. We've got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We've got Gail Goodrich from the Lakers. Cazzie Russell was a good player. This is pre-Magic, pre-Norm Nixon, pre-James Worthy. Milwaukee Bucks. Bob Dandridge, I always liked him, especially when he got on the Bullets later on. Swen Nader was a great center for UCLA. A lot of good centers in the league at this time. Portland Trailblazers. Here's Moses Malone, his first NBA card. I just think that card looks so strange with Moses Malone on the Portland Trailblazers. He wasn't there long before he ended up going to Houston. And here's some of that 70s spirit here with Bill Walton. Still got the long hair and the ponytail on the back with the headband. Sidney Wicks, a couple UCLA guys here. A lot of UCLA players in the league at this time. I think Keith Erickson was another one, actually. And then we get to the Phoenix Suns. Paul Westphal, earlier in his career. And the Seattle Sonics. Now the Oklahoma City Thunder. Slick Watts, you probably heard of Slick Watts. He's a legend. Especially, I believe, in the New York City. And then, checklist card. The set is so small, they all fit on one card for the checklist. So there you have it. That is the 1976-77 Topps basketball set. Hopefully I'll get around to doing more of these set profiles. It's been a while since I've done one. So hope you're having a great week. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.